quantum information and reality. Have you ever had a dream that felt more real than reality itself? A moment where you felt, just for a second, that the world around you was a shimmering illusion and that you were on the verge of waking up to something grander. For centuries, we've looked at the universe as a thing, a collection of objects. Stars are giant balls of fire. Planets are rocks and gas. This table is solid wood. You and I are biological machines made of atoms. It's a comfortable, tangible view. But what if it's all a magnificent trick of the light? What if the deepest truth of our existence isn't about stuff at all, but about something far more ethereal, far more magical? Welcome to the greatest mystery story ever told, the story of quantum information and the true nature of reality. This isn't just physics. This is a journey to the very source code of the cosmos. So, get comfortable and prepare to have everything you thought was solid melt into a breathtaking new possibility. Let's start with a simple question. What is this? Our eyes tell us it's solid. Our fingers confirm it. It has weight, texture, a definite location. This is the classical world, the world of Sir Isaac Newton, a world of billiard balls and clockwork planets, where things are where they are and do what they do predictably. This is the world we feel we live in. But if we could peer deeper, much deeper, past the molecules, past the atoms, into the heart of the particles that make this object, the solidity vanishes. It's replaced by a ghostly dance of probability. This is the quantum realm. And the first rule of the quantum realm is that nothing is truly there in the way we think. An electron isn't a tiny little ball orbiting a nucleus. That's a comforting lie we tell children. In truth, an electron is more like a cloud of potential, a set of whispers about where it might be found if someone were to look. It exists in a blurred state of all possible locations and states at once, a concept called superposition. Think of it not as a particle, but as a thought. Where is a thought before you think it? It's in a superposition of all possible thoughts you could have. It only becomes a specific, clear idea the moment you focus your attention on it. This leads us to the second, and perhaps most mind-bending, rule of the quantum realm, the observer effect. It's not just that we don't know the state of a particle until we measure it, it's that the particle doesn't have a definite state until a measurement happens. The act of observation, of looking, seems to force the cloud of possibilities to collapse into a single, concrete reality. It's as if the universe is waiting for a question to be asked before it decides on an answer. This isn't just a philosophical curiosity. It's been proven in laboratories again and again. In the famous double-slit experiment, particles like electrons behave as waves when no one is looking, creating an interference pattern. But the moment you set up a detector to see which slit an individual electron goes through, it suddenly starts behaving like a single, well-defined particle. It knows it's being watched. It's as if reality is shy. It refuses to perform its most magical tricks under the direct glare of our attention. So, we are left with a profound and unsettling conclusion. At its most fundamental level, the universe is not made of solid, independent objects. It is made of potentiality. It is made of relationships. It is made of information. What is information? We usually think of it as bits in a computer, ones and zeros. But at a deeper level, information is the distinction between one thing and another. It's the answer to a yes or no question. Is the bit on or off? Is the electron spin up or spin down? Now, here's the magical leap. A growing number of physicists are coming to a radical, conclusion. Perhaps the universe, at its very core, is information. The atoms, the stars, this paperweight, you and I, we are not the primary reality. We are the physical output of a cosmic computation. We are the manifestation of an unimaginably vast and complex processing of quantum information. Think of reality not as a noun, but as a verb. It isn't being, it is happening. It is a cosmic dance of questions and answers. In this view, what we call a particle is simply a stable, persistent bundle of information. The laws of physics are not arbitrary rules imposed from outside. They are the algorithms, the software code that governs how this information can interact, transform, and evolve. Gravity, electromagnetism, the strong and weak nuclear forces. These are the protocols of the cosmic network. And what is the processor? What is the machine running this code? Space-time itself. The very fabric of the cosmos appears to be a dynamic, vibrating network of interconnected information points. Some theories, like loop quantum gravity, suggest space is woven from a fabric of finite threads of information. Others draw an even more incredible picture. This is where we cross from the futuristic into the truly mystical. One of the most powerful and beautiful ideas to emerge from this line of thinking is the holographic principle. A hologram, like the one you might see on a credit card, is a two-dimensional surface. But when you shine a light through it, it projects a perfect three-dimensional image. All the information needed to create that 3D illusion is encoded on the 2D surface. Now take a deep breath. The holographic principle suggests that our universe, with its 3 dimensions of space and one of time, might be exactly that, a magnificent, colossal hologram. The information that makes up everything we see and feel, every galaxy, every mountain, every one of your memories, might be encoded on a distant, 2-dimensional surface that surrounds us. We are the projection. The solidity, the depth, the very 3-dimensionality of our world could be an emergent illusion, just like the image from the hologram. Let that sink in. The feeling of the wind on your skin, the taste of your favorite food, the vast, dizzying depth of a starry night, all of it could be a spectacular rendering, a user interface for a reality that is, at its base, utterly different. Where is this 2-dimensional screen? Physicists like to use the analogy of the cosmic horizon, the boundary of the observable universe. It's as if the entire universe is painting a picture of itself on its own inner walls. This isn't science fiction. There is serious mathematical and physical evidence for this. The physics of black holes, for instance, suggests that all the information about what falls into a black hole is somehow encoded on its 2-dimensional event horizon, its point of no return. The universe might operate on a similar principle. So, if the universe is a hologram, who or what is shining the light? What is the cosmic projector? This brings us to the most mysterious ingredient of all, US. We've seen that in the quantum world, observation collapses possibility into reality. But what qualifies as an observer? A camera? A cat? A human? This is the deepest and most contentious question. Many mainstream physicists shy away from it, but we cannot. If reality is fundamentally a field of information, then an observer is the thing that translates that information into experience. An observer is a reader of the cosmic code. And the only thing we know for certain that can do that can take a swirl of quantum potential and turn it into the rich, vivid, conscious experience of a sunset, is consciousness itself. This leads to a breathtaking, almost mystical possibility. Consciousness is not a rare and accidental byproduct of a material brain in a material universe. What if it's the other way around? What if consciousness is the fundamental ground of all being? What if the universe is a great, dreaming mind, and we are individual points of awareness within that mind, whose very act of perception helps to crystallize the dream into a shared reality? In this view, you are not a passive passenger in a pre-existing universe. You are a co-creator. Your attention, your focus, your very existence as a conscious being is part of the mechanism that makes the universe real. The ancient Vedic sages of India said, Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that. You are the universe experiencing itself. The mystics and the quantum physicists, after millennia on separate paths, seem to be arriving at the same stunning destination. The solid world is our shared dream, rendered in real time by a cosmic consciousness of which we are all an integral part. The Big Bang wasn't just an explosion of matter. It was the first moment of a great cosmic observation, a single point of infinite potential deciding to look at itself, and in doing so, exploding into a kaleidoscope of forms and experiences. So, what does this mean for our future? If this is true, the implications are beyond anything in science fiction. First, technology. We are already building the first primitive quantum computers. These machines don't just calculate faster, they calculate differently. They harness the power of superposition, allowing them to explore a near infinite number of possibilities simultaneously. They are not just tools, they are the first direct taps into the informational substrate of reality. In the future, such technology could allow us to manipulate matter and energy at the most fundamental level, to heal any disease, to travel to the stars, not in clumsy rockets, but by rewriting the information that defines location itself. Second, our understanding of ourselves. If consciousness is fundamental, then death is not an annihilation. It might be a transition, a reintegration of our local point of awareness back into the larger cosmic consciousness. Our individual lives are like waves on an ocean, distinct for a time, but never truly separate from the vast, deep water from which they arose. Finally, it gives our lives a profound and magical meaning. You are here to experience, to learn, to create. Your joys and sorrows, your loves and losses, are not meaningless accidents in a cold, mechanical universe. They are data points in the universe's grand quest to know itself. Your life is a unique question that the cosmos is asking, and your experiences are the unique answer. Every time you marvel at a beautiful painting, every time you feel a deep connection with another person, every time you are struck by a moment of awe, you are fulfilling your cosmic purpose. You are helping to collapse a wave of pure potential into a moment of exquisite, tangible reality. You are shining the light that makes the hologram glow. The journey from seeing the universe as a collection of dead rocks to understanding it as a living, conscious, informational process is the greatest adventure humanity has ever undertaken. We are not just discovering the universe. We are discovering that we are the universe waking up. This is just the beginning of the conversation. The mystery is deep, and the answers are more wonderful than we could have possibly imagined. If this journey into the heart of reality resonated with you, if it sparked a sense of wonder, then do me a favor. Give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps this community grow and allows us to dive even deeper into these mysteries together. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What does this view of reality make you feel? Do you think consciousness is fundamental? Let me know in the comments below. And if you are hungry to go further down this rabbit hole, to explore the holographic principle, the nature of consciousness, and the multiverse in much greater detail, I've written a book that delves into all of this. It's called Holographic Multiverse. It's a guidebook to the deepest layers of reality, written for the curious seeker. The link to check it out is in the description below. Thank you for watching. Remember, the world is not what it seems. It is so, so much more. Keep questioning, keep wondering, and I'll see you in the next video.